Just talk about how you kind of took over the game the last 6 minutes or so, did a little bit of everything.
Um, I feel like I was just playing my game. Just trying to get the win, trying to get offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, protect the rim. Got to make free throws, especially late ones. But I just feel like it was just me playing the game.
For both of you, there have been a couple games this season at home where it seems like it just takes a while to kind of get things together. Tonight in the first half was probably an example of that. Do you guys see a common denominator throughout any of these games, or why do you think that that's been happening?
I'm not sure what it is, honestly, myself. I just know we start one half slow. We either start the first half slow or the second half slow, and then we end up picking it up later. And we can't keep doing that. We got to play a full 40-minute game if we want to beat good teams.
Just like lackadaisical play. I think when we start the games, we don't have the same juice and pop that we need to have. By lackadaisical, I mean just not doing everything that's on the scouting report and what we preach 2 days prior before we go out and play the team. So it's just us being able to do those key points throughout the entire game early.
Can you guys tell early in a game if you aren't locked in like you need to be, or how is that something you just assess at halftime when you go to the locker room?
I think everybody in the arena can pretty much tell. I feel like we feel it. Y'all see it. We should be playing better, and teams getting easy looks. We not getting the best looks, so we definitely see it early. But I think at halftime, it gives us a real chance to make that adjustment.
For either or both of you, Coach Mack suggested that maybe you guys were still resting a little bit on your laurels from the Duke game and maybe getting too much praise and so forth. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think that's what it is personally. I think we just gotta play better. For the full 40-minute game, like I already said, I don't think we was really worried about the Duke game anymore after it happened because we talked about it a lot. We said that we can't let the Duke game beat us. So I think we knew that. I think we put it past us. I don't know why we came out like a day's ago today.
Malik, this is the second straight game where you came up late with big plays. How hard was it this time with Tech's length and just how physical they were near the basket to get those two defensive rebounds?
It was really tough. They're an aggressive team as well, along with their length. So it's about trying to root them out early and trying to get in the best position while also trying to time up where the ball will go. So it's just the basketball skill and mindset that I have.
As a follow-up, with the missed free throws early on, how did you shake that off to make those free throws down the stretch? What was going through your mind?
Next play mentality. First time extended from a 1-point game to a 3-point game. Didn't get the chance to make it a 3-point game. I only made one, and came down. We got the stop. I knew that I had to make that next two, make it a 2-possession game. Pretty much from there, we're good.
Darius, Coach Mack had a lot of praise for your effort and intensity coming out of the game and defense. What was kind of the difference for you tonight as opposed to the 3 road games where you maybe didn't play as much?
I don't know. I just wanted to win for real. In 3 road games, I thought that I brought the same energy. It was just in a different place. I wasn't playing well, and Ryan was playing well. David was playing well, so they got a little bit of my minutes. And then on the bench, I just made sure to keep that same energy and intensity and keep their spirits up the whole time, regardless if we was winning or we was losing. And then tonight I just ended up playing well on the defensive end. I got to play a little bit, and I showed it.
You feel like you're getting more vocal out there or anything like that, or are you getting more comfortable as the season goes on?
I think, like Malik said, we just got to do the things we do in practice. We emphasize on a lot of things, and having the voice is one of them. So I just try to pride myself in talking on defense when I can and really helping my teammates out on the defensive end as much as possible.
Malik, yesterday you were talking about anything being possible, and before you were in here, the Georgia Tech coach was saying that he'd be surprised if you weren't in Atlanta for the Final Four. What do you think other team or other coaches, other teams see when they look at this team that gives them that impression?
I guess just like an X mark, like when they see us, they know that they got to get there and they want to do their best. We know that. I feel like teams look at us like a big quad 1 win, so I just think it's about us coming out and playing every night because we do got that target on our back. We got one of the most skilled players in the country along with a lot of other pieces aside of him, so we are going to have a target on our back.
For either one of y'all, how did your depth help? I hate this thing so much. How did your depth help you tonight? Thanks, Daniel.
Go ahead.
They kind of, I think they rolled with about 6 or 7 players. You all had the whole rotation.
I think it helped us out a lot. A lot of players contributed tonight in different ways. I actually brought this up in the locker room. I think we had like 4 or 5 players. Yeah, we had 4 players in double figures along with like 5 other people scoring. So just having that depth, we got to know that offense for the most part is going to be there. It's about the defensive end.
I think it helped on the defensive end a lot too. I think at one point I seen a lot of their players, getting tired, and you could tell how we were wearing down on them because we didn't have one person guarding them the whole game. For instance, not one person guarded DeVoe the whole game. Dwayne was on them, David was on them, I was on them, so we kind of wore them down the whole game just with our depth.
Anything else for Rito?